one of the questions that we had from the audience is how can we best address the lack of diversity in the leadership teams of the hospitality industry? And I would say one of those ways is by being intentional about who we mentor, who we as leaders have in our circle to bring to the next level in their career, and then to recommend, and hopefully they'll go beyond what we've done, right? But what are some other practical ways that we can be about making change in the travel industry and the C-level?
Well, you have to recruit. I mean, just recently, one of my friends, a former neighbor, became the CEO of UPS. Mm-hmm. She was with Home Depot before, and she was on the board of UPS, and they hired her. This is not an African-American woman. This is a white woman. But the point is, it's the same thing applies. If you want to bring in people into the hospitality industry, bring them from other industries where if they know business, they know business, and they can learn, hospitality just like they learned anything else. So sometimes you have to reach to other industries and bring people in, so that they will bring other people in, because you have to recruit. You can go to one of the things that I really would love for you all to do is to start visiting HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities, when you're doing your recruitment. Start bringing in, and I that was one of the things that I always had kind of a concern about with the airline industry, with the hotel industry. Why weren't you going to these HBCUs and recruiting? And when you're recruiting people, why not? Why not set up, like with a lot of the call centers that we take offshore sometimes. There's no reason to do that. You can set up call centers at these HBCUs in these small towns in North Carolina and South Carolina and places like that, where these people would get training that you can provide for them, and the cost of that would be either minimal, for you all, or nothing at all, just for them to get that training. So there are lots of things that you can do to change the narrative. Every African Americans, we want jobs, and we want the same things you want. We want to have a nice place for our family to live. We want our kids to go to good schools. We want a healthy environment. We want health care. We want the same things. Our blood is red, just like yours. We're not we're not trying to take anything from anybody. We don't want handouts. That's not what we're about. All we're saying is, give us a leg up. Show us how, okay, teach us the same math that you teach your children. That's all. If you teach us that, then we'll use it effectively to win also. That's all. And so what I say to my colleagues out here in hospitality land and in travel, go find people, find African Americans, also come to our churches on Sunday. When this pandemic is over and we can open the doors again, we go to your churches. I mean, I belong to a United Methodist Church and in Atlanta, and I think we have 2 or 3 white members. But when I was in Minneapolis, when I lived there, my church was Wesley United Methodist Church, and it was primarily a white congregation. And I learned from them, and they learned from me. And that's what we have to do. We have to, we have to start coming into each other's homes. We have to have dinner together, because that's how we're going to really learn about each other.